Hi guys. Yes, I know my hair looks a little pretty. So I am washing my hair today. I just took out my box braid that I've had for like a month, and this is the length. I don't even know if it grew or maybe because it's like in the whole wash setting. So I am going to like wash this and then we'll see what's up. But by the way, then I and my friend were like having this talk, and I was trying to explain to them something about like a Gen Z millennial relationship. And not just relationship, like standards and things like that. So I may as well just give you guys the gist. So do my hair. Squeeze me oh so tight. Show me that you love me. For a while now, there's been this whole Gen Z millennial things, and I don't know why millennials like fighting Gen Zs, and some Gen Zs are like, no, I am not Gen Z. And I'm like, most of them I'm like, what's the problem? Why are people always feeling so attacked? Like actual Gen Zs now, like why are Gen Zs always feeling attacked whenever like you're being called a Gen Z? It makes you maybe feel small. You're like, oh, you feel very young and things like that. But there are some Gen Zs that don't like it, and then millennials on the other hand, I don't know, they're just full of, I don't know, full of pride. Gen Z, the Z means Zoomers, and Zoomers came from the whole Zoom the internet. It's just like an internet thing. So that's what Z is for. Gen A is Alpha, and Gen A are preceding millennials. Sorry, this Gen A, Gen X, millennial, and Gen Z. Gen Zs are from like 1997 to like 2012. So if you are between the ages of like 10 to 25, you are a Gen Z. So like chest it, chest it, chest it. You get like just chest it and like say yes, I am who I am. So like you see people who are like 23, 24, they're like, oh, I'm not Gen Z. And I'm like, what are you saying? You're very Gen Z. It's only that you are the old Gen Z. You get, the junior Gen Zs are like 10, and mid Gen Zs like 19, or let's just say 17-ish. So you are very close to being a millennial, and it's just moving at some point. Millennials who call themselves what, Gen X. Yes, millennials who call themselves Gen X, and then you become millennial. So I mean, like, why are you always dragging that you are not Gen Z when you are very Gen Z? Millennials are from 1981 to like 1997-ish, which is like 26-year-old to like 41 years old. So when you are now 26, then we cannot say yes, you're a millennial. Nobody will drag you to two. Certainly not me. People are always like, what is the difference between like Gen Z and then millennials? Like, what's the difference? Because there's always been there, like for a while now, there's like been a bridging storm. Like everybody's like, Gen Z's do the most, we're all over, we're on the internet, we're here, we're there. So like everybody's like, okay, what's this whole millennial and Gen Z thing? Millennials were born before the whole technology thing started raving, you get, because they are of course older, and maybe at the time all they had was the box TV. Of course, yes, maybe all they had was like the box TV and stuff like that. But the Gen Zs on the other side, or on the other hand, we were born into technology. Do you understand? So that makes us the beginners of like raving technology. I'm using Nigeria as a point of contact to this gist. Nigeria is such a good Nigeria is such a good example of this, that I mean, you just see, like, when you see a millennial, a millennial, they act so freaking old. They act so old. It's not like they're not trying to meet up, but you will see that this one is a grandpa. Why millennials actually think Gen Zs are like terrible set of people? Like I literally think they think that we're like terrible set of people, but you can't blame them. Why? Gen Zs are so audacious. God of mercy. One lady said that she quit from her job because the job was giving shackles, and she's a Gen Z babe. And you know people's for this, like we are so smart in this generation. It's crazy. When she said that, when that I think the tweet was like viral or something. When she said that, it was like busting everybody's brain. Like, wow, really? Like it was giving shackles, and that's it. Like everywhere bright, everywhere good. Yes, I'm so happy, God. So moving forward, she's like he's giving shackles. So like millennials think that we're like so audacious. Like what makes you feel like you can tell your boss that, like, or you could just like say it's giving shackles. Like Gen Zs could just wake up and just decide that they don't want to go to work again. And the funny thing is that we don't even think about the outcome so much. It's not like we don't think about the outcome. We're not so bothered about the outcome. This is such a weird generation, you guys. So we don't like think about the outcome, or like what are we doing? And even when you think about it, but for the fact that it is like messing with your peace of mind, and that's just it with Gen Zs. Our peace of mind is vital, is important. So like when you start messing with your peace of mind and things like that, you're like, no, I can't do it. Unlike millennials, I mean, honestly, they really work like hella hard before to like make ends meet, and they're now seeing Gen Z's, like these kids that we literally like took care of when they were young, just coming, getting high-end jobs with good payments and stuff like that, and you're like, no, I can't do this. Like it's giving shackles, it's giving barrier, it's giving futuristic poverty. They give really good advice, even though sometimes it can be hella annoying. So like moving forward and all, I'm like telling my sister about this thing, and she's a millennial. She's very millennial, and I'm like, okay, see, this is what's up. Like come through for your girl now. And then she's like, my sister, I understand. I get you. She now said something, yeah. These millennials, they have sense. She said, weigh the good and the bad. If you see that the good weighs more than the bad, then maybe you are making the right decision. Hey, God. I'm like, what was the meaning of this? Why will you come at me like this with such words? How audacious. Guys, I don't know, like it stuck with me. I was in awe. I was like, damn, my sister is so smart. I'm so proud right now. Like I was so proud because I didn't see that cute ass statement coming out, and I'm like, no, that's all I need. And when she said that, like it just became like something I had to add in, like few of the words like I keep that I've learned in 2022 that have been like hella helpful. So when I say, I'm like, Jesus, this my sister, you're so smart. But then again, Gen Z's like consider I mean millennials consider Gen Z's as like reckless and things like that, and it's understandable. We make really like not hasty, but like we don't overthink it like millennials would. And I don't know, but I feel like it is something millennials wish they had to. But this, I mean, if you are a millennial that regrets being a millennial because of how much you suffered in the past, then you should really rethink it, because this generation is so fucked up. You can't find love. The streets are dirty. Like everybody is now like so happy to be toxic. Oh, my hand is slippery. Everybody's like happy to be toxic. So like there's nothing to even feel bad about. But one thing you should not do to piss off a Gen Z is telling them that, trying to shame them for not like being millennials. And millennials like doing that thing, and I'm like, is this to spite? Like when you like tell them that you're like Gen Z, like by like telling them your age or whatever. If it's a guy you're talking to, maybe a lady, I don't care, huh? You now start like wondering what this one is thinking. Like you start hearing things trying to belittle you, and then you're like wondering, wait, she's because I'm Gen Z me. She's because I'm Gen Z me. So, in essence, okay, millennials, you people should be open to be loved by Gen Zs. Like Gen Zs want to love you. Hear me out. Just hear me out. So like you just find yourself in a relationship with a millennial, but you see them like just acting like they're I'm like these millennials, are they mad? Like they belittle us like so bad. You feel like you're like senseless. Like you're literally senseless. And the worst part is that we are so smart and open minded. It's crazy. The women in this generation are going to blow minds. I'm not joking. But I actually still think here that it's very unnecessary for like millennials to be dragging Gen Zs all the time. We are one. Okay, we are one. I understand how reckless and audacious like a Gen Z can be, and it always irritates millennials because it's like whatever we worked so hard to get, like you're getting it easy, and yet you don't even like you're not valuing it. It's crazy. I thought it was just me, but whenever I listen to this podcast and watch all these videos, I just realize that actually like it is a pandemic, because I find myself making decisions and I'm like, you will call it reckless. Even my sister said I should weigh options, but I'm like thinking about it and I'm like, I don't care what the outcome will be. Like this is what I want. Like a child, I'm like, this is what I want. Like nobody's going to do. No, this is what I want. Shit. Or more. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this gist, and I hope I've maintained beauty from the moment I said this video to this time. It is evening and I started this vlog a long time ago, but I'm done and I'm bidding you guys farewell. And you guys, this is such a look. Like I don't know, man. Black girl magic, I guess. Ciao.